Alaska Airlines is my favorite US carrier, so I'm really excited to review their first-class experience today. In this video, I'll show you why it stands out from the competition despite some flaws. Let's jump right in. We got to Seattle International Airport around 5 in the morning for our 8 a.m. flight to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Even that early, the airport was already buzzing with people. We headed straight to Alaska's new check-in area for first class and elite members. A friendly staff member helped us check our suitcase, and the whole process took just a couple of minutes. Then we made our way to the Alaska Airlines lounge at the end gates. Welcome to the Alaska Lounge at SeaTac. This is their flagship location, since Alaska Airlines is headquartered right here in Seattle. The lounge opened in July 2019, and it's easily one of the best at the airport when it comes to ambience, food quality, and amenities. Since it was only around 5:30 in the morning, the lounge was quiet. It was spacious, clean, and had a variety of seating options. We grabbed a pair of loungers facing the runway. It was super comfortable and perfect for relaxing before a long trip. Each seat had its own AC and USB-A outlets. I just wish that they had USB-C plugs as well. Because it was early, breakfast was being served. They had a nice spread of continental items such as scones, muffins, bagels with jam and Nutella, plus ham, boiled eggs, cheese, fruit, and yogurt. There was also oatmeal if you wanted something warm. On top of that, they had other hot breakfast items like scrambled eggs, sausage, and hash browns. Everything tasted fresh and well prepared. And just after 6 a.m., the bartender showed up, so of course, we had to start the day with a Bloody Mary. By the way, we accessed the lounge using an Alaska Lounge Plus membership. Lounge access is now only included with first-class tickets on flights longer than 2,000 miles. Our flight from Seattle to Cabo was just over 1,800 miles, so it was good to have the membership. That said, most other US airlines do not include lounge access with first-class tickets on any flights within North America. So Alaska is still ahead of the game. Now it's time for us to board. The sun had just started to rise, so we could finally see outside. We went through a quick passport check since we were flying to Mexico, then we were among the first to board.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Welcome to Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9. The first-class cabin has 16 seats, arranged in 4 rows with a 2 and 2 layout. We were in seats 2A and 2C. This aircraft is about 5 years old, and we would be on it for the next 4.5 hours as we made our way from Seattle to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. For this flight, pillows and blankets were not provided, although Alaska does offer cozy blankets in first class on many other longer routes. Now, let's talk about legroom. Alaska offers 41 inches of pitch in first class, which is the most spacious you will find on domestic US planes that do not offer lie-flat seats. Most other airlines give you around 37 inches. And honestly, those few extra inches make a big difference, especially when the seat in front of you leans back. On other airlines, you can barely keep your laptop open. The cabin was clean, modern, and well maintained. The seats also have a small footrest bar, which is a nice touch. You'll find a USB-A and power outlets on the lower side edge of the seat. As a welcome drink, you could choose orange juice or water. It would have been a nice touch if they served it in real glasses, though. It just feels a bit more special that way. The Alaska Airlines app lets you know your gate and when boarding starts. Time to take off. It only took about 10 minutes from taxiing. Takeoff was smooth and pretty quiet. And I have to show you Mount Rainier. Believe it or not, it's an active volcano located in Mount Rainier National Park, about 59 miles south of Seattle. Every time I see it from the sky, I'm reminded of just how massive and breathtaking it is. Soon after takeoff, the crew came around to take the meal and drink orders. There were 5 meal options to choose from. We'll show you what we picked in just a bit. Alaska offers a pretty wide range of drink choices. I went with my usual gin and tonic, and David had, again, a Bloody Mary. For my main meal, I had scrambled eggs with Parmesan and bacon. The eggs were soft, and the Canadian bacon was thick and savory. They were also generous with the herb-roasted potatoes. Fresh fruit came on the side, topped with a touch of Mexican seasoning. David had the shakshuka with black lentils. It was healthy and tasty. He loved it a lot. Honestly, both meals were great. Food and drinks on domestic flights in the States are rarely anything to get excited about. But Alaska probably does the best job of offering something thoughtful and a little bit more interesting. It was February, so the ground was covered in snow, and it looked absolutely stunning. There's a personal device holder built into the tray table where you can rest your phone or tablet. Unfortunately, Alaska Airlines does not have individual screens at each seat. You need to use your own device to access their in-flight entertainment. Honestly, this setup can be inconvenient, and it's the reason why I don't use their in-flight entertainment. I'm curious, how important is in-flight entertainment on domestic flights for you? Let me know in the comments below. That said, they do offer a decent selection of content, including recent movies and TV shows. But they don't have extras like games, shopping, or advanced airshow features. You can switch the language to Spanish if you prefer. You can purchase Wi-Fi for $8. This flat rate applies no matter how long the flight is or what type of aircraft you're on. But if you're a T-Mobile customer, you can use your phone number to get free Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi speed is not super fast, so it might not be ideal for watching YouTube or other streaming services. Now, let's take a look at the toilet. There's one lavatory at the front of the first class cabin. It was nothing fancy, but it was clean. Aside from the foam hand soap, there was no additional amenities like hand lotion or mouthwash though. The seats are not lie flat. While they do not recline as much as some other first-class seats, they still offer much more recline than seats in economy. In economy, the seats are arranged in a 3x3 layout on this aircraft with 3 additional lavatories at the back. There's a curtain that separates first class from the economy cabin. Let's talk about the scores and what I'm calling the out-of-pocket index. For service, I'm giving a 5 out of 5. The crew was lovely. They walked through the cabin often and made sure everybody had what they needed. Most of the passengers were headed to Cabo for vacation, so there were a lot of drink requests. But the crew kept up with all of them and made sure our glasses were never empty. For food and beverage, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Even though this was not a long-haul flight, the food quality was solid and the portions were generous. The menu also had a good variety of options, which made the meal feel more personalized and enjoyable. F&B is definitely their strength. As for the hard product, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. For a domestic flight in the States, it offers the most legroom you can get, and the seats were comfortable. But the biggest drawback is the lack of seatback screens. Airlines like United and Delta provide personal touch screens at every seat, and at this point, that has become the standard passengers expect. For in-flight entertainment, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. The selection includes a decent range of movies and shows, but it lacks other options like a full airshow display. Having to use your own device instead of a built-in screen makes it less convenient and honestly, less appealing. Personally, I don't end up watching anything on Alaska just because of the hassle. Despite a few downsides, this is still a cut above the competition. I would still recommend Alaska Airlines first class. For the out-of-pocket index, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Overall, I think Alaska's first class is a great way to fly, whether you're going across the country or on a shorter trip. The seats are spacious, the food and drinks are solid, and the service is consistently friendly, starting with the ground staff.
Thank you.
On top of that, their mileage program is one of the best in the industry. You can earn and transfer miles with a wide range of partner airlines, which makes it even more rewarding. Given the choice, I always go with Alaska over other US carriers for domestic travel. And now, with the merger with Hawaiian, you can also fly to major cities in Asia, like Seoul and Tokyo. Let me know what you think of their first-class experience. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Your engagement really helps the channel grow. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.